Bentley's not even here.
Oh yeah, Bentley not.
Wow, Vincent, are you in the same room as Bentley?
Correction, Bentley is in the same room as I. And yes,
Whoa.
Hey guys, change your name, guys. Come on, man.
What if I don't want to?
Oh
really.
man.
Why don't you change my name for me, on?
Hey, give me your student ID.
Okay. Here.
Oh, Harikyowen, I like it.
Me too.
There's my student ID.
So I guess we'll start after what 5 minutes as usual. Most people are late, so
Why is there two Bentleys?
he forgot to bring his camera. So
He's using his phone.
yeah, that's his fun. I don't know how he got it on top of his laptop, but that's convenient.
Magic.
Yep.
Makan. Saya lupa makan. Saya baru bangun.
Kok hostnya baru bangun sih?
Siapa itu? Oh,
Cuk.
emang apa nih? Ah!
Where did the hair go? It went to the null void because I don't like it. Now I'm
Oh my
bald.
god. They're in already.
Well, the null void from Ben 10.
Yeah, bro. I put my hair in the goddamn null void, man.
Damn.
If you were familiar with this picture, I'm wearing the same shirt, so I was even
Wow.
more bold here.
Is that your prison
What-
picture?
my
Yeah,
prison
mugshot.
one?
Friends in prison.
I met some nice people out there in prison, but I'm back here today. Okay, Mr. Make-A-Wish Saitama. Well, I'm like Saitama if I was like half his size though. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm not bold enough to be Saitama, I just realized. I wonder where everybody is. Everybody's kind of late today, or is it me, huh?
I think they're scared of you, Vince.
We're just too early, I guess.
But last week people were coming over, so wait, what? Oh, stressing for mid exam might be true. In that case, I think we can start in a minute. I mean,
Yes.
otherwise we'll be falling behind schedule. And oh, there we go. More people. Nice. All right. All right. So welcome to today's DSC Adventure Quest session. We apologize for the inconvenience last week. some unfortunate circumstances occurred to our main speaker, and we were unable to have a backup speaker in time for that week. So we had to postpone last week's session for today. So today would be yeah, the same session, I guess, as last week. Going further from that, we can recap what we did 2 weeks before, I guess. Which is we finished the math quiz application. Yeah, it was finished pretty much. So in that case, yeah, we have the next session today. So I guess I'll give it to our speaker today to start.
So yeah, hello guys. My name is Arvin, and today I'm going to be the speaker here. And for today, we are going to talk about recycle view. And wait, let me share my screen first. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so yep, the topic will be mainly talking about recycler view. And while we are doing the simple to-do app here, as you can see on my right side of the screen. And yeah, so what basically this to-do app can do is it can delete task. And then we can press this floating action button to open up a dialog and then add any task. Add it, and now it will appear on top of this list. Okay, so first and foremost, we are going to talk about recycle view. So as you can see here inside the developer Android website, here it is explained that recycle view makes it easily efficient display large sets of data. So actually, recycle view is a view group. So here, the entire these small view rows are called as a cart, and the view that contain all of these cards is called as the recycle view. So it is what makes the this list scrollable and contains a lot of data, and then the animation apply some animation inside this the view. As you can see before that, when we delete this, there's a short animation there. Okay, so next, here there are some more explanation which we are going to see further when we are doing the to-do app. And first, we have agenda here. So first we are going to create this view, the recycle view, and then the adapter, which we are going to which I'm going to explain later. And then we are going to move to this add task, and finally remove the task. Okay, so let's jump into the code. Where is it? So here I'm going to create a new project, and it will be an empty project. Then you can rename anything you would like. However, here I'm going to name it recycler view and with to do. Okay, so leave the save location as default, and then here for the minimum SDK, you can choose anything you like. However, here I'm going to choose the API 24, and then finish. Okay, so this is the Android Studio. And let's see whether it is still building or not. Okay, it's done. Then I'm going to head to the project and expand these folders. Main, resource, then Java, main activity. Okay. So as according to our agenda, so here first we are going to create the layout. So first we are going to head to the split mode instead of the design, and I'm going to expand this a bit, decrease this. Okay, so here I'm going to change this into relative layout instead of constraint layout. Here, relative layout, and then remove this text view, and then replace it with recycle view. Okay, so for the layout width, I'm going to set it as match parent. So does the layout height. And then not to forget to close this with a backslash and close triangular bracket. Then I'm going to add the ID, and the ID would be recycler view. Recycler view. Then put some padding here. 15 dp. So now you can see this is the, we have now some padding here, and then this is the default view of the recycle view, some dummy item. And next, I'm going to add, we need to add clip to padding and set it to false, so that the padding does not builds over the recycle view and cuts off this the content of the recycle view. Okay, and then we are going to create a new resource, a new file here, layout resource file inside this resource, and then layout folder. Okay, and you can name it whatever you want here. However, here I'm going to name it item underscore view. Okay. So here is where we are going to create the item, each item here, because we don't want to use these dummy items. And first, hit to split, and then change this Android X constraint layout into cart view. Here, Android X cart view .widget.cart view, and hit enter. Inside this cart view, we are going to have a relative layout, and then set the layout width to match parents, and then the layout height to wrap content, and close the relative layout with this backslash and triangular bracket. And here I'm going to refactor this, and then change this layout height of this cart view into the wrap content. Then now we can fill in the relative layout. And sorry, this is not supposed to be backslash. However, it's going to be relative layout here. Okay, so inside this relative layout, I'm going to put the image view and put the size into 30 dp for width and 30 dp for height, and close it with this. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in this a bit. And this image view will contain the delete button here, the delete button, the X button here. So going to set it as set the ID, then remove, going to name it remove item button, then set the source, which is the image, and I'm going to set it as @Android, then drawable / IC close. Okay, so this cancel close button, close icon, and then I'm going to set the next item view here, which is the text view, which is going to be the title of the task. Here, the width would be match parent, but content, and then wrap content. Close it. And then here, the ID would be task title text view. The ID. And then for the text inside here, I'm going to put the dummy text. And then, as you can see here, it's overlaying the X button. We are going to fix this by finding the layout, and then to end off, then find the remove item button, which is this ID, and enter. Okay, so now it's going to be appear next to this X icon, and then we are going to put it to center by having these attributes: layout, center, vertical, set to true. Okay, so now it's in the center of this view. And then I'm going to set the size, text size into 18 sp, and the text style will be bold. And then I think it's looking good for the dummy text. And then here I'm going to add a space, margin here from the image view. So Android margin right, set it to 8 dp, and set some margin around the relative layout. Then padding, margin, then set it to 8 dp. So we have some spaces here, and then here inside the relative layout, add some padding with 8 dp as well. So it's more space, have some more space here. Okay, so now we are done with the card view. So moving on to the next one, we are going to input the item view into this recycler view, and we can use the tools, list item attributes, and then we hit to add layout / item view, which is the name of this file here. So now the item before has been changed into this item view, which we have made newly. And now we can create the item the item model. So we can head to this Java folder, and then this package. And inside this package, we are going to create a new Kotlin class or file and going to name it item. So here, I'm going to remove the curly braces and add an data in front of this class to make this into a data class to hold the data. So inside this item, there will be a string, which will be the title of a task title of type string, which is going to be the title of this to do here, which replace this dummy text. Okay, so now we can head back to main activity. And here I'm going to create a list of generator, and the function would be fun keyword, and then items generator, close parenthesis, which will receive a size, or which will be the number of item inside the list, and then return an array list of type item. And then followed by the curly braces. And first create the instantiate the array list class, and which contains item. And then I'm going to loop over with the size here. So for I in 0 until size. So every time we loop this, we are going to create a new item. Val item goes to item, and we give the title of the task dollar and curly braces I. So this number here will be put into this string. And then we add this newly created item into the items, the array list items. Dot add item. Then we are going to return these items. So far, are you guys still following?
Okay, so far.
Okay, nice. So let's see. Okay, nice. So here we are inside this on create. We are going to call create the recycle view. So recycler view of type recycler view equals to, we are going to locate the recycler view from the layout, and we can do this by find view by ID, and then r dot ID recycler view. Next, we are going to create a special class called as adapter. So let's head back to the Android page here. So here, the adapter class. So this is, it acts as a bridge between a view and the data. So here inside this item generator, we already create a data which contains an item with a string. Okay, so in this Android, in order to show this item into this view and replace this dummy text, we are going to need something, a bridge, a connector, and that is the adapter. Okay, so we can create the adapter class inside this com.package, new Kotlin class, and name it adapter. So here, first we are going to extend the adapter dot adapter. Sorry, it's wait. Recycler view dot adapter. So this class has been made by the Android developers, so we can directly use this without thinking of what is undergoing within this adapter parent class. Okay, so inside this adapter class, we are going, and before that, we can over this adapter, which has some warning here. So it says that one type argument expected for class adapter recycle view.viewHolder. So inside this adapter, it needs a class name called as viewHolder. So this viewHolder is a representative of the row here. So every time we create this the view here, we need to have this view holder. Okay, so we can create the class view holder inside this adapter class, which extends the recycler view dot view holder. Okay, which, and then okay, so it needs a constructor. So inside this view holder, I'm going to put in item view of type view, and then pass the item view. Import this, then pass this item view into the view holder, and then create the we're going to get this dummy text from this view, so we can access it by this item view. So val task title text view of type text view equals to item view dot find view by ID. So it's going to find the view inside this item view, which is this one, this view. Then r.id, I'm going to find the task title text view ID. Okay, import the text view, and then we are finished with this class view holder. Next, for this warning, we are going to specify the type here, recycler, adapter dot view holder. Then add the a pair of parentheses here. Okay, so this adapter view holder comes from the view holder we create inside this adapter class. And then we are going to implement some members of the Android recycle view, we can do that either by hovering this and press this adapter and hold Alt Enter and implement members, which implement this, or you can hit Control I and then select all of this and OK. I'm going to move this at the bottom of the class. So these are the functions implemented from this adapter recycle view adapter parent class. And I'm going to explain this shortly. And before that, I'm going to explain also about the a view that which is similar purpose with the recycle view, and that is called as list view. So both of them serve the same purpose, that is to show a quantity of a large number of data in a scrollable display. However, the main difference is can be explained by this picture. So list view will create every time we have data, it will create all of this view, which is memory consuming, and then it will affect the performance of this application. So to solve this problem and some other problems regarding list view, a recycle view is created, and how it works, it basically recycle the view as the name suggests. So every time we swipe up, the old view, which is already outside of this display, will be replaced, and the data inside this old one will be replaced with a new data and then put into the new view. So it saves a lot of memory. So let's say we have 1,000 data. In list view, it will create all 1,000 views. However, in recycle view, it will only create the number of view which will appear, which can enough to fit this display. So let's say only maybe around 10 or 12 or 13 view, and then it will recycle it every time we scroll. Okay, so apart from this functionality, it also has more features, such as we can specify the animation, such as the delayed and add animation. However, we are not going to discuss further about that in this course, this Android Quest. And also we can put decorations, and then we can specify the layout. So there are 3 types of layout here: the linear layout manager, which we are going to use to display our to-do list, and we have grid layout, and finally the staggered grid layout manager. Okay, so I'm going to show how it looks like. So this is the linear layout, and this is the grid, which has a fixed size for each of these items here. However, staggered grid has a more dynamical and of these items. Okay, so here these are the 3 functions. So the 3 methods which we implement from the adapter parent class, recycle view the adapter parent class. So the first on create view holder method here is called whenever we create a new view. So for example, I think about this. So first time, this view has not been created, this 10 or 13 view. So we need to create these views, and we call this method. This method is called automatically by the the class, the parent class. So the next one would be the onBind view holder. So this method is used to replace or recreate the view, the card view or the item inside the recycle view. And so like this, after this is being scrolled, so this new view needs to be created, and it's going to take the one from above, which already outside the display, and we call this this method onBind view holder. Next, the get item count. So this is a simple get the number of items from the list of items. Okay, so now we are going to start coding it. Starting from this on create view holder. So first, we need to get the item view, goes to layout inflator dot from, and this is going to be the parent dot context, which we get from this parent parameters here, and then dot inflate r dot layout dot item view. Then we need to pass in the parent as well, and finally attach to root. So this is some kind of optimizer. Yep. And then we can return view holder item view. Okay, so see here, the item view, which is this view, will be put inside this view holder, encapsulated inside this view holder. So yeah, as I said before, that this is the also can be set as the view, this entire row view, which will be cached inside the memory. So whenever we want to get the old view, which this will be the class will be called from the memory and then put into the display. And then for this onBind view holder, we are going to implement this onBind view holder. And then inside this onBind view holder, we have this position which specify the index of current items inside this the display. So however, here we have not yet input any data into this adapter yet, and to do that we can make a constructor here in the adapter class, and then create a variable private val of type private val of items of type array list, which contains item. Okay, and then here we can call this variable val current item equals to items of position. And then we are going to call this holder, view holder, which holds the views, and then task. We call the task title text view, which is this dummy text, and then we are going to replace it with the new the text, and then we are going to replace it with the current item dot task title. So this is the code that replaced the one outside of the view with the new one, with the new item, with the new item data. Okay, so for last but not least, this get item count, we can just simply return items, these items dot length. Sorry, supposed to be dot size. Or we can simplify this by removing the curly braces and the type and replace it with an equal sign and remove this return. Okay, so now we are finished with the adapter. And by the way, for this line of code, layout inspector.from adapter, this you don't need to know too deeply about what this is. And as you learned or coding Android Studio, you will know. And after you dive deeper into this Android Studio, you will eventually know what this how it works and what it is. And basically, these will be the same every time we want to use it. For example, when we want to display a dialog, which we will use later. Okay, so we can head back to the main activity. And inside this main activity, we are going to create view variables here inside the onCreate. That would be the items, val items of type array list, which contain item, and we are going to call this items generator and pass in 50 items. So it will create 50 items and pass it to these items here. Then we need to create one more variable, which is the adapter. So this is the adapter from the adapter class we made before. And we are going to instantiate it here, adapter. And then pass in the, okay, so then pass in the items. Okay. Next, again, we are going to recall this recycle view variable dot adapter. So we set the adapter of the recycle view to this adapter variable, which we are this adapter object, which we already instantiate. Adapter. Then we are going to set the layout manager. Layout manager equals to linear layout manager, or you can use grid or whatever, and finally the staggered view. However, here we are going to use the linear layout manager to display it linearly, and then pass this, the context, which will be this main activity. So we pass this class into the linear layout manager. And then this call recycle view dot set has fixed size and set it to true. So this is the optimizer for the recycle view. In case that you already know that the this recycle view has a fixed size. Okay, so now we can run the application and see how it is. Okay, so this is the newly created application. So it will display all the tasks until 50 tasks. Okay, is it working for you guys? Or do you guys encounter any problems so far? Hello? Okay,
Okay.
so I think there's no problem at all, yeah? So I'm going to show you guys something interesting here. So, and you don't need to code this, just a simple showcase here. So I'm going to head to the adapter. And then inside this outbound view holder, so I'm going to set if position equals to 0, and then it will change the holder dot it's item view set background color and equals to color dot yellow. Okay. Wait, not this one. Dot task title text view dot set color, set text color. I think this is not the oh, okay. Set color. Oh, okay. Pass this color yellow into this text color. Okay. So repeat this and see the changes. Okay, so notice that this the first task now has been changed. The color of this first text has been changed to yellow color. And when we scroll down, yep, nothing's happened. And after we reach this task 16, it will color, the text will be colored yellow. However, here we put the position into 0, and you guys now know why this happens, and that is because it recycles the view here instead of creating a new one. So to solve this problem, we can specify this holder to reset the color. So task title text view dot set text color into color dot white. Okay, so we run this, and now, oh, not yet. Okay, so now, okay, actually this is just supposed to be transparent. Okay, so somehow the text is gone. Wait. Color dot. It's supposed to be black. Oh, okay. Sorry, supposed to be black color. Oh yeah, this text color. sorry. So here now the rest of these the rest of this task text here will be colored black and no longer has this five yellow color, because we are already specified it here. We are telling it to basically other than 0. If it is other than the position other than 0, it will set the color into black. So whenever it withdraws it, it's going to set the color to black color. Okay, so I'm going to remove this. Okay. So now our first part has finished. Our first objective, which is create the view here, and then the adapter along the adapter, so that we can create this display right here, which is data and scrollable. Okay, so now moving on to the next one. But before that, do you guys have any questions so far? Okay, nice. So now we can continue to the next objective, which is creating the add task here. So first, we are going to create the layout for the floating action button, which is located at the right bottom of this display. We're going to head to the activity.main XML. And I'm going to move this Android first. Then here inside this XML, we are going to create floating action button with the extended one. And we are going to I'm going to specify the width as 75 dp and the height 75 dp as well, and close it. Inside this floating action button, wait. So it's located in on top here, left top. We are going to move it to this position here, and we can do that by layout to align parent bottom true. Okay, so it's moved to the bottom, and next layout align parent right, set it to true, and it now moves to this position. And we're going to specify the margin right with 15 dp, and then margin bottom at 15 dp. Now we have some space here, and then we are going to specify the icon, and the icon would be add and draw it Android drawable slash it's going to be plus button plus. Oh nope. Supposed to be input add. Okay. Okay, so this is the button. Then set the icon size to 15 dp, larger, supposed to be 30 dp, and then set the color icon tint, set it to color white. Okay, so now we have this floating action button, which will when we press this, it will show the dialog, which will put the which we will input the task title. Okay, next we are going to create a new file for the layout, and we name it the dialog add item dialog. So inside this item dialog, we are going to input a simple text edit. Set this constraint layout to supposed to be linear layout. Okay, linear layout, and then and the orientation, we set it to orientation, we set it to vertical. Okay. And then here inside this linear layout, we're going to put the edit text. And for the layout width, we are going to put it match content, and height will be red content. Close it. And put the ID here into dialog text field. MSD ID add plus ID, yeah. So specify the input type, which is going to be text, and then we are going to put some margin, layout margin, and specify to 25 pp. So some space between the edge of dialog later. And then we can head back to main activity. Here we are going to create a method which is called as fun on add item floating button press, and which will receive a parameter which is view. Okay, and I'll enter, import it. Okay, so now we can head back to this item view, and we can find this image view, and we can add on click, and it's going to be on add item floating button press. And then we are going to specify clickable, set it to true. Okay, so now we head back to this main activity. And inside this on add item floating button press function or method, we are going to show hello guys. Okay, nice. My laptop suddenly freeze for a moment. Okay, so let's continue. And here, inside this on add item floating button pressed, here we are going to show the alert dialog. And however, before that, we need to access the array list items inside this on create, and then the adapter here. So to do that, we are going to move these two items, two variables outside of this function into the class scope. And we are going to declare it private because we are not going to access it outside of main activity. Okay. Then inside this on add item floating button press, we can create a builder for the alert dialog. Dot builder, and then pass this, the context. Import the alert dialog and import the one with Android X and enter. So next we need to the dialog view. So the view inside of the dialog, alert dialog. And here we are going to call the class which we called before here inside the adapter. This line of code, layout inflator from parent context. Yeah, this we are going to call this here, layout inflator dot from, and the context would be this dot inflate and r dot layout dot and we're going to find the add item dialog. So this dialog view, we are going to input the add item dialog view, which only has this text edit here. And then we specify the root as null. Okay. Wait. It seems that something's wrong. Oh, sorry, wrong class, wrong file here. So it's supposed to be here, main activity, and inside this dialog view, inside this inflate method, we're going to put the null. Okay, the root will be null. So this is telling that we don't need to create the add this, so it will be handled by this the on click, handled by this floating action button later. Yep. And then we can call the builder and we set the title to add task, and then call the builder and set positive button. So this positive function button is the button we press in the alert dialog in case we agree on something, the OK button or something like that. And we're going to put this button, the text title of this button to add, and then we're going to specify the what it will do when the button is clicked. And here is the callback function. The callback function or using lambda expression. So here I'm going to simply put simple lock dot d, and then put this main, and then positive button clicked. Okay, main. Okay. So let's run this. Okay, so and open this, run, and then press this add. Oh, however, it's not showing yet. Well, let's see. Activity main. Okay, so so inside this, I haven't called the function from inside this floating action button. So I'm going to put on click, and it's going to call this on add item floating button pressed, and rerun it. Okay, so open this one, then press the floating action button. Change on the terminal. Nope. This is a bit strange. Well, let's see. Main activity. Oh, okay. So this okay, sorry. So this is supposed to be the action positive button inside the alert dialog, which we has not shown shown it yet, the alert dialog. So I'm going to create the another one, builder dot set negative button. So this is basically the cancel button, or when we reject something from the alert dialog. And I'm going to name put cancel, then dialog which and then log.d main, then negative button clicked. Okay, so now we can show this alert dialog by calling the builder dot set view. So we put this dialog view into this set view, and then show it, builder dot show, so, and run it. Okay, so when we press this, it will show a dialog. However, this is not functional yet, and we're going to click add. And now we open run, and now you see positive button clicked. So again, cancel. I will say that the negative button clicked. Okay, so now we are going to put the logic in case we press this positive button, and so we are going to get the task title of type text. Oh, sorry, supposed to be outside of this lambda here, and here val dialog text field edit text also dialog view dot find view by ID, and then we are going to get the r.id dialog text field. So first, we are going to find the dialog text field inside this dialog view, which is this text field, text edit. Okay. So next, we are going to remove here inside the set positive button, this lambda, and we are going to get the var task title equals to dialog text field dot text dot toString. So we are going to get the text input into the text edit, and then this dot items dot add sorry, supposed to create the item first. Item new item equals to item, and we are going to put the text title, and then we are going to add this new item into these items, list of items. This dot items dot add new item, and then this dot adapter dot notify item inserted. Okay, and then specify the position to 0, and this we are going to put the position to 0 as well. Okay, so this, notice this notify item inserted. So this is the method inside the adapter class. So there are many others. So item inserted, item remove, notify data set change, item change, item move. So this item move is used when we move the items, and then item change. And for this data set change, this is used. This is called whenever we don't know which data is being changed. So it's going to withdraw everything, rebuild everything. So we are not going to use this, as this is a very memory consuming. So for this insert insertion, item insertion, we are going to use the item inserted instead. So it basically will rebuild this 0 position in which we put the new item, the index which we put the new item. So it's going to rebuild it, replace the view with this new item data. Okay, so next, we are going to add the logic into this set negative button, and we simply lock .d. Just keep it as it is because it's not very important. So because when we cancel it, we do nothing except for closing the alert dialog. So okay, so we can rerun this. And now press this floating action button and then add something. New task. Add. Okay, so now it will appear here on top of this list of items. Okay, so now our second objective has done, which is creating this add item into the to-do list. However, now we encounter a problem, and that is when there is no task, when we don't input any text inside this text edit, and when we press add, it's going to add an empty card here without any title. So to solve this problem, we can head to this set positive button and add a condition under this task title, and if task title is empty, is not empty, it will run this code here. Okay, and then we need to add the hint text inside the item dialog here. So I'm going to put the hint text to new item, new to do. Okay, and then we run it here. Okay, so now there's a hint text here, and then we add it, and nothing is being added into the this item list of items. And then we add a new to do, and here it goes. Okay, so far, is there any question, or do you encounter any problem with this this objective? Sorry, this Android. Okay, so I take it as no problems at all, yeah. So moving on would be the delete. So whenever we press this X button here, it's going to delete the this to do here. Okay, since I put the on add button function wrong, so let's head to the main activity at the item view. Oh, okay, so this is, I put it wrong here. Okay, so we run it. Okay, so it's no longer showing the dialog. Okay, so now can head to the adapter class here, and then we are going to do something to allow this button to be pressed, and we cannot do it by specifying this function here and then put it inside this on click inside this item view, because we need to specify which task, which card is selected. So for example, if I press this task 1, so it means that this is being pressed and not the other one. However, if we put it like the case of on add item floating button press, it's going to have the same function for all, the same functionality for all of these tasks. So if I delete one, then all of this will be deleted. So to do that, we are going to extend this view holder with something, an interface or class called as view dot on click listener. And then here, oops, there's some error here, and implement members. Okay. and then specify the init. So this init is basically the implementation of the construction. You have already learned it in Kotlin course before. So inside this, going to call the remove. Before this, going to put the file remove item button image view goes to item view dot find view by ID, and then r dot ID dot remove item button for that. And then here we call the remove item button dot set on click listener and pass this, which points to the adapter class. Which points to the view holder. So in case that this a certain view holder or this row here is clicked, it will know the position from this piece of like this line of code here. So next, we are going to implement this function on click. So in case this button is clicked, and then we're going to get the index, and we're going to call the adapter position. Okay, so it's from this adapter position comes from the recycle view class. And then we are going to check if the index not equals to recycler view dot no position. So no position is index -1. So in case we delete this repeatedly, it's not going to crash, because there is a time between when we delete this for the animation. There is time for the animation when we delete this row here. So if we press it double, it will point out an error because the position is outside of the range of list. So here, after if it the index is not no position, so it's going to call something and to a logic here, which if this view is clicked. So there are two ways of implementing this. The first is using the interface, implementing in interface, which is used in mostly Java programmer, or known as the Java way or the old way. The second method would be using Lambda, which is much more complicated. So first method will be using interface. So here, I'm going to interface on item click listener. And then here inside here, there's something, a method called as item click index with index of type integer. So interface is basically somewhat similar to abstract class. However, you don't implement the function inside this class. So here I'm going to implement the it's supposed to be in the adapter. supposed to be, where is it? On item click listener. Okay, okay. Sorry, it's supposed to be here inside this adapter. So we're going to pass the on click listener from this here. Private val listener, and then of type on item click listener. So on item click listener. Okay, which refers to this on click item interface. Then we're going to call the listener. However, here we cannot access the listener from this adapter class, even though it is inside the adapter class. So to access it, we are going to call the inner class, and then so we can access this listener. Then we call the method inside it on item click, and then we pass the index this into this on click item. So then here in main activity, we need the listener. We need the this listener. This listener parameters. So it will be this, which is the main activity. However, it is not possible because we do not because the main activity is not of type this interface here on item click listener. It's supposed to be, sorry. It's supposed to be capital letter here. So to make this possible, we are going to implement the item on item click listener, and then now it's no longer error. So however, here we need to implement the on item click from the interface. So here I'm going to put this dot items dot remove at index, and then this dot adapter notify items remove, and then we pass the index. Okay, and then we make a notifier toast dot make text and pass the context this item deleted, and then toast dot length dot short length dot short, then dot show to show a toast. Okay, so set this adapter and then rerun it. Okay, so now when we press this X, it's going to delete the the task, and then we'll show toast here, which is this toast. So how this works is basically when we pass, so when we implement the on item click listener, it will have the on item click function, on item click method. So we pass this main activity into this adapter class. So inside this adapter class, this parameter, which will be the main activity now, because we pass it inside here. So here, from the listener, which is now the main activity. Inside this on click, we will call the on item click method from the listener or the main activity. So this way, we can call this logic here from the main activity inside this view holder class. Okay, so for the second method, it will be using lambda. It is very simple actually. So we can remove the interface. And this will be listener only. Wait. So for lambda, listener of type, which will return unit or known as void in other programming language, it will accept integer at index of type integer. Okay, so here, listen, we remove the on item click, and we can only we can directly use the index here. So this is the lambda. And then from an activity, we no longer need to implement the interface. However, here it's going to call this dot on item click, which is this one, and remove this override. Okay, which require integer. Wait. So it's supposed to be curly braces, and then index, and then return this function here on item click, and then pass in the index. Okay, so this will remain the same as before, and then we can rerun it. Okay, so now when we delete this, it will do the same thing as when we use the interface using the interface method using the interface option. While this one we use the lambda. Where is it? This lambda. So we pass in a function which returns a function. Okay. So that's all I think about this section. We have completed all the objectives. The last objectives which delete this task. And then the second one is adding a new task. Okay, so that's it, guys. Any questions so far?
Not from me.
Okay. So I think, yeah. So that's all I think for my part here, Vincent.
All right, then.
There's no question, yeah.
I don't know. Nobody else has any questions. If that is the case, then we'll move on as normal to the Kahoot, as it's known. There, Yuan. You can send the pin to the chat. We'll begin with Kahoot now. All right. So it's, as usual, join the Kahoot prize at stakes.
Steak.
Hope you all enjoyed the different speaker today. Only got a few more sessions left. Just before we start the game, I'd like to say thank you for joining. We know it's kind of hard because we got exams. Everyone's getting super busy. The fact that you're sparing your time to be joining our session is super nice. So yeah.
Oh, what is that? Is that Dota logo?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Hey, Johan Arik.
Join people, join.
Join, guys.
Still got a few people in here. I mean, the ones who haven't won a prize still have a chance, so why not, right? Kevin, last time said he couldn't make it, so he wanted the win, but he's not here today, it seems.
Komite lain ikut aja.
For anybody who's what's it called? For anybody who's interested in whatever we finished in the recycle view just now, like you'd like to go over it again, later on the source code will be provided. It's out there on GitHub, so you'll be able to check it out. Is this everybody? Let me check real quick. It should be everybody, yeah.
Yes.
You joining, Lay? I see you.
Jose.
Not joining, huh? All right, well, you know what? It's fine. Let's just start for today. Oh my god, this is so annoying. All right. Android Quest 4. Bear in mind we only have 5 questions this week. Wait, or is it, yeah? Oh, wait, what? Oh, nice. What is recycler view?
There's no sound. There's no music sound.
Oh really? Did I forget to wait?
There you go. Few groups that contain view
Contains
corresponding
view
to data.
corresponding to data. Wow, very cool.
Oh,
So say you and Arik and Karsten. Vin modified code in the body of a method without modifying any resources. Which of these options are used to deploy changes?
Vin.
Without modifying any resources.
Oh, yeah.
Let's apply code change, okay. Huh. Very
Oh.
cool, you and Arik.
Is that Arik? Yeah, that's Arik.
Yalla, Mr. Android.
How to keep the orientation of the application in portrait mode.
Oh, wait, do I know this? No, I don't know this.
XML.
Super dot set orientation, or is it Android orientation vertical, or is it Android screen orientation? Which one, guys? Actually, I have no idea. So
I think it's the oh, never
this
mind.
one. Android screen orientation equals portrait and manifest. Okay, after activity. Very cool, you and Arik.
Yeah, you won't get another prize.
Which of these methods is called when the activity or application is killed? Oh, I think I know this.
Is
At least
it
I can assume.
pause?
No, it's on kill, Ben, obviously. Come
I
on, it
know.
literally says. Come on, man.
I know.
It's on destroy. Yeah, okay. You and Arik going
Gila.
crazy. Which of
After
these
all,
methods is called when the activity is no longer visible to the user? Wait, huh?
But it's the same one. Never mind.
No, that one was killed when that's when the application is killed. This is
The
what happens
other-
when it's on stop. Oh, oh wow, nobody got it.
Oh wow.
That's
Oh, Arik got it wrong, guys.
rip. Why should we use recycler viewers? I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Wait, is
What?
this true?
You got it correct.
Oh, it's improves performance. Okay,
Ooh, Ryan.
Ryan.
Only Ryan got it correct.
Which of these life cycles correct? Oh, whoa, what the hell? I don't know this. Wow, 20 seconds to answer this. I hope you guys are able to read this in 20 seconds. Oh, oh, actually 4 of you got it. Never mind. Unless you're gotchaing, then all right, very nice. You and Arik going crazy again.
Hi, Brian.
Brian coming in. What is recycle view best used for? Which one is it, guys? Video, images, lots of data, single data.
I'm a G's.
You're single, what? Right, never mind. It's displaying lots of data. Okay, Riot's on a streak, but Arc's pretty far away. How to get the size of a display? Of the display, yeah. Size with that capital. Size get size.
I think it's the
It's this one, yeah. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought so. Brian and Arthur. How does recycle view work? Anyone else vibing with the code music?
me. I think it's the red one. I don't know.
It's
No, it's
recycling
right.
off-screen elements for new items. Podium.
Podium.
Ryan a third. Joby. Wait, what? Oh, what? Oh, Joby second.
So
And-
those who get the prize is Ryan then,
You and Eric.
or DSC.
She's
It's
part of the
Yohan.
committee.
So
Sorry.
Ryan.
So I would assume, yeah. All right. So yeah, Ryan, you win your prize.
What do you mean? This is not racism. Come on.
All right. So very cool, Ryan. You join a lot of the sessions. Now you get your present. Well then.
You can screenshot the participants first.
Yeah. If you guys don't mind, can you turn on your cameras for a bit so we can get.
Turn on cam, guys. We need to do the documentation.
Yeah, man. So just real quick, guys. Gila Arik Yohan. I think that's everybody that's not from the committee. Yeah? Or what? I'll take a screenshot for now. All right. That's enough. You guys can close your cameras. Thanks a lot. In that case, we can close for today's Android Adventure Quest session. Thank you everybody for coming once again. Especially because we've got exams and stuff coming soon. I don't know, maybe projects going crazy, but we're glad that you're still able to make it to our sessions. As usual, we need you all to fill feedback form. So this is the 7th of the 9th session because of what happened last week. Let me send that real quick. Uh, uh,
Send it.
there, I did.
Do we stop the recording?
I think we can stop the recording for now. After you filled the feedback form, you're all allowed to leave. It's a little earlier than usual for our session, but I mean, that's just how it is, right?
Hey, nice room you got there, son.
Oh, thanks. I got it from you.
Hey, stop the recording.
You can click it too.
Bye.